watching Keeping Connected After Hours. We have a panel discussion tonight with a bunch of fabulous people with a strong point of view. Sitting next to me, I have Sam, Christina, John, Jesse, and Phil. And of course, we're discussing some saucy, spicy questions. And some of these actually have been given to me by you. So remember, you can always find us and on Facebook and give us your questions. So here's my question for you. How do you think social media affects intimate relationships? And is it good or bad? And specifically, is it okay to answer your cell phone during sex?
Absolutely no way.
No?
I dare someone to disagree with that. I think we can say no all the way around. Well, unless you both kind of have a back and forth and like no answer at this would be hilarious, you know. Otherwise,
so
I
probably wouldn't.
So it could be kind of funny.
Unless you're doing role play, maybe. I don't know. Someone's like calling you.
Or it's really important.
Or it's really important. What if it's the kids?
Business, I have to take that.
If it's the kids, just
if maybe.
Well, no, I have to disagree. As a single mother with two small children, I would, if it were my kids, and it could potentially be an emergency, I would answer my phone because they are my priority 100% of the time.
That's why social media and cell phones before cell phones.
But
what did you do?
Would you stop during it or keep going while on the phone?
Oh,
that's
the question. All right, thank you.
Oh, this is going great. I have to tweet about this.
Hi, mommy's busy right now. I'll call you right back.
So, all right. So, is all this twittering, hashtagging, texting, is it good for relationships?
No, it's ridiculous.
No?
Okay, well,
no.
hashtag relationships, I just want to say.
It's taken away from what a relationship should be.
Yeah.
I mean, a relationship is one-on-one.
One-on-one,
Social
right.
media, telling everyone, hey, I'm here in the restaurant, I'm doing this, and you check me out. I think it's crazy.
Or Sam? Sam says, sex might be really good right now, so I might share it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of too soon to tell, but I feel like it makes people a lot braver because you have this sort of veil that you can stand behind, and there are things that you might say to someone through like a
It's
text
way
message
too
or
easy
something.
to say something on social media.
It's
than it
too
is face-to-face.
easy, but for shy people, I think it's completely changed their landscape and it's helped them out for them.
Yeah.
But to help them out, I mean, I don't think it's helped though.
Although
I think help would be.
I talked to a young guy who said he's not really good at flirting, but on texting, because he has some time to think about it and get back, he's a much better flirt.
But then what happens in person? Disappointment.
Right?
That's
Whatever happened to the spur of the moment? It's
one-on-one, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Give me time to Google, and I'll have a great retort.
Manti Te'o did not have a lot of confidence. That's why he ended up as he was. Oh, he got catfished so bad.
Got outed there. Sorry, spoiler. So Jesse, what do you think?
I think like with the social media, you lose. I mean, like you said, you can think about what you have to say, and maybe you're thinking about it. I mean, I know people who I've actually had. They're like, "Oh, can you just text this girl back for me really quick?" And I'm a girl on the other end texting what he's like.
Exactly.
Just tell her what do you think I should say.
Oh my God!
Give me answers.
Sure. Oh, that's bad.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Or
you never know what's on the other side.
Or the generic texting that happens. A friend and I happened to meet the same guy, and we were both receiving the same text from the same guy at the same time.
OMG.
So OMG, we totally scripted and we were sitting next to each other, and we're like, okay, now text back this. And we did text back the exact same
hilarious
thing to this guy, and then he would text it, and finally we were like, guys,
there's a mistake.
All right.
It makes it a lot easier to find out.
He should throw his phone away.
So it's making flirting / cheating / you could make it more efficient, right? You could have multiple. Right?
Yeah, I love that you said
he wants to go out tonight.
Well, now if someone's texting with someone, is that considered cheating? If they're talking to someone else and they're not actually phically interacting with them, they're just texting them, maybe just talking.
But I think back to the original question, which is,
do you want them to be paying attention to you? Do you want them to be texting somebody else?
No,
if you're on a date, you turn the phone off. Yeah, exactly.
But okay, I'm going to play the devil's advocate a little bit. What about so people are out there dating. They're looking at Match.com. Has that enhanced the whole dating experience? Does that make it easier to date people?
No.
I think it's like going to a supermarket.
Technology
for a date.
has.
I sound old-fashioned, but I like going out and meeting somebody and
in person,
trying to understand who they are and figure out what it's all about instead of pick it off the shelf what I want. This is exactly what I need.
I like it. I like it.
I think society has lost a lot with that. I really do. I think
Interesting.
I think it's
There's
taken over
something
the
to be
thrill
said
away.
for face-to-face chemistry and
It's
contact.
taken the thrill away.
Because you can look at a picture of a guy on Match.com. I'm not speaking from experience, but I've
Never.
heard that you can see this person on Match.com, and then when you can have those exchanges via email or text, and then you meet them in person, and
They're 10 years
Well,
older than their
well,
that
they've been
one
lying to
day
you
presented.
Exactly. How
Well,
about Sam? What do you
I
think
mean,
of this?
that I think is a good example of why it's not a really big problem because if you have a great relationship and a great rapport with someone online, if you meet in person and it's not going to work out, then it's not going to work out. If you're looking for something sustainable, then ultimately you're going to have to be face to face.
Yeah, but it just to me it's just shopping.
Yeah.
It is. It's really it's got no feeling. It's got nothing to it. I just recently got married.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm 52. I got married 2
Awesome.
years ago. So I got married at 49. And all my friends were like,
Nice.
get online, go meet a girl online. I was like, I don't want to meet a girl online. I don't talk
be
to
a
them.
real person.
I don't want to read what they're all about. I could have said anything and sent any picture in, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
So you're an old-fashioned guy. How about you,
That's the thing with
John?
online dating. I mean, I don't do it myself, but I know my friends who do, and a lot of people, even after going on Match or eHarmony, they'll still go to Facebook and they'll still go to all their maybe LinkedIn, Twitter. They'll see what that person actually is about, which I don't I don't think that's right. I mean, if you want to put on watchmatch.com what you be true.
Oh, so they look for the backup material to say,
yeah.
is that really
absolutely.
what they?
Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
or so I've heard.
Cool.
Absolutely,
So you
or so
heard.
I've heard.
Christina doesn't Google her first dates. But
So what you need to do is you got to back up your Facebook
Right.
with what you're saying on Match.
Oh, I'm actually not dating Ryan
with what you're
Gosling?
saying
Oh,
on
okay.
Single in Fairfield, with what you're saying on whatever.
Exactly.
I like
Yeah.
That's too much work for me.
Today,
Just
technology
videos,
is
that's
at a point where you can put in someone's name and Google that up and retrieve the information you
everything,
need to know.
So technology, in a way, has taken away the necessity of that first date. You kind of know all the
yeah,
basics about
exactly.
that
That's
person.
totally true.
Almost too much.
Well,
But you know the
fun.
basics,
Finding
but
out
you
anything.
don't know the chemistry
Right.
of
There's
the
no thrill
face-to-face.
anymore.
How about you,
That can be
Jesse?
attractive too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if they're online and they prepare their answers every time and they seem like this person, it's like, okay, when you're face to face and they're a little nervous, it's kind of a compliment. You're like, oh, you're nervous near me. Like, oh, maybe he likes me. I don't know.
That's true.
you know?
That's true.
It's exciting when you're
Yeah.
face to face. You know, sometimes online it's just not the way to go.
I think there's some statistic out there now that most people, something like 30% of people getting married today have met online in some form or another.
That doesn't surprise
Isn't
me.
that incredible? That's quite a lot.
It's kind
So
of disappointing.
people are finding each other.
But
there.
I think
So
you
social
need
media,
to look at modern day lives.
If you have stuff that you do, like I know some people who they don't do like I do sports, so maybe I can meet somebody doing sports. But like some people, they don't really like to do a lot. So what are they supposed to? Where are they supposed
But
to go
some
to a
people
bar
like to
and
do
meet
a lot,
something,
but
like, meet
don't
somebody at a
have
bar?
the availability to do a lot
Right.
because of their schedule or their lives or their children.
So
Or
I think
whatever
this is
presents
a
themselves.
discussion to be continued because we've got a lot of different opinions here, and I think there's pluses and minuses to the online dating or meeting or technology in sort of finding its way, sort of wiggling its way into all of our relationships. So I think step number one is don't pick up your cell phone when you're having sex. No, it's not okay.
I think we all agreed on that.
No,
Yeah.
Christina said if it was the kids. All right. And, online dating might be okay for you, but Phil here said that he's really happy to have met his wife through friends, which is the kind of nice old-fashioned way. But sometimes it's good, right, to check things out online. You might open some avenues that you wouldn't have thought, and maybe you don't have time to go to the bar. You have the babysitter, or not the bar, or maybe the library, wherever it is that you meet somebody. So yeah, we have lots of opinions, and if you have an opinion for us, we'd love to hear it. We have you can text the telephone right below here and tell us what you think. You can also like us on Facebook and send us even some questions you would like us to discuss, because we're always thinking of interesting questions. And we want you to stay tuned for our next panel discussion.